So, every great journey begins with a single step, and today marks the start of yours.
Together, let's explore, learn, and create something extraordinary in this vast universe of IIT BHU. Namaste, good morning, and welcome everyone. I am Vanshika Saini, student guide at SCS and a PhD fourth year student from physics.
And I am Karamjit, a member of the SCS PG team and a PhD third year student from Physics Department. The Student Counseling Services, SCS, also known as SAKHA, is an institute level faculty student body at IIT BHU, focused on the holistic development of over 9,000 students on campus through its 5 councils.
PG life is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and resilience. It challenges us to overcome obstacles and become independent thinkers. As you embark on this new path, we, the student of counseling services, are here to guide you through the vibrant world of IIT BHU.
We are delighted to conduct the PhD Orientation and Induction Program 2026 in conjunction with the Academic Affairs Office. We warmly welcome you all to the holy city of Banaras.
मोक्षदायिनी तीर्थम यत्र गंगा विराजते ज्ञानदीपो ज्योतिर्लिंगम शिवालयम वाराणसी, a city older than history itself. Call it Varanasi, Kashi, or Banaras. The city keeps brimming with its majestic ghats, enchanting streets, overwhelming foods, and its lifeline, our holy Ganga.
IIT BHU, founded in 1919 under the vision of Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, holds a very special place in the city of learning. So, without any further ado, let's commence the orientation ceremony. We are expecting our Honorable Director, Professor Amit Patra, to join us shortly. In the meantime, I extend a warm welcome to all the deans, associate deans, heads of the departments, registrar, deputy registrar, joint registrar, along with SCS faculty in charge, and all the distinguished members present here today.
So, we have among us Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Devendra Singh, Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Rajesh Kumar, Associate Dean of Research and Alumni, Professor Alak Niranjan Sahu, representing Professor Hiralal Pramanik, and Dean of Research and Development, Professor Rajesh Kumar.
The city of Kashi is indeed shining in the awareness that is self. The Kashi illuminates all. Whosoever realizes that Kashi indeed gains Kashi.
काश्याम ही काशिते काशी काशी सर्व प्रकाशिका सा काशी विदिता येन तेन प्राप्ता ही काशिका. With these words from Kashi Panchakam, we will proceed with Deep Prajwalan followed by Malyarpan. This is a gesture of our deep respect towards Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji.
We request the dignitaries on the stage to kindly proceed with ceremony to mark this auspicious occasion. What a wonderful way to mark the beginning of our event.
We shall now proceed with the Kulgit penned by Dr. S.S. Bhatnagar. For that, I invite Rekha to kindly present the Kulgit. We kindly request everyone not to clap after Kulgit.
कुलगीत का मान रखते हुए हमारी आपसे विनम्र विनती है कि कुलगीत के बाद करताल अर्थात ताली ना बजाएं।
मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी ये तीन लोकों से न्यारी काशी सुज्ञान धर्म और सत्य राशि बसी है गंगा के रम्य तट पर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी न ये नहीं है ये ईंट पत्थर हे विश्वकर्मा का कार्य सुंदर रचे है विद्या के भव्य मंदिर ये सर्व सृष्टि की राजधानी यहाँ की है ये पवित्र शिक्षा की सत्य पहले फिर आत्मरक्षा बिके हरिश्चंद्र ध्येय ही पर ये सत्य शिक्षा की राजधानी वेद ईश्वर की सत्यवाणी बने जिन्हें पढ़ के ब्रह्म ज्ञानी थे व्यास जी ने रचे यहीं पर ये ब्रह्म विद्या की राजधानी वो मुक्ति पद को दिलाने वाले सुधर्म पद पर चलाने वाले यही भले भोले बुध शंकर ये राज ऋषियों की राजधानी सुरम्य धारा ये वरुणसी नहाए जिनमें कबीर तुलसी भला हो कविता का क्यों न आकर ये वाग विद्या की राजधानी विविध कला अर्थशास्त्र गायन गणित खनिज औषधि रसायन प्रतीचि प्राची का मेल सुंदर ये विश्वविद्या की राजधानी ये मालवीय जी की देशभक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनकी शक्ति ये मालवीय जी की देशभक्ति ये उनका साहस ये उनकी शक्ति प्रगट हुई है नवीन होकर ये कर्मवीरों की राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी मधुर मनोहर अतीव सुंदर ये सर्व विद्या की राजधानी
We would also like to extend a warm welcome to Professor in charge of administration, Professor Ranjit Mehanti from the Department of Electrical Engineering. So now, let's introduce you all to the Associate Deans of the Institute.
We have Professor Medha Jha as Associate Dean of Student Affairs, along with Professor Abhishek Kumar Srivastav, who is also faculty in charge of SCS.
The Associate Dean of Research and Development, we have Professor Abha Mishra and Professor Pradeep Pai.
There are 3 Associate Deans in Academic Affairs, Professor Indrajit Sinha for undergraduate work, Professor Anurag Ori for core courses, and Professor Kausik Chattopadhyay for postgraduate studies.
The Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs is Professor Chandana Rath. Moving on to the Registrar, Joint Registrars, Deputy Registrars, we have Sri Sumit Kumar Biswas as the Registrar.
Shri Rajan Srivastav and Srimati Swati Biswas as the Joint Registrar, and Professor Devendra Pratap, Dr. Ganesha Gondwana, Shri Rohit Kumar Rai, Shri Shudhanshu Shukla, and Major Nisha Baloria as the Deputy Registrar of the Institute. A heartful welcome to all of you. We are truly honored by the gracious presence.
Now, we welcome our Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Devendra Singh, an eminent professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, to address the audience and give an overview of academic affairs.
So, good afternoon to all of you, and I welcome all my students who have joined here for PhD and Masters and MSc. Before, I won't be taking long because the program time has been kept short. I would like to give some important tips, first of all about my office, and then I'll give you some important tips which will be, you can say, kind of cheat sheet through your journey, or especially for PhD students. So my office comprises of, as you have seen, 3 more deans, associate deans, one for UG, PG affairs, and for core courses. And there are 3 officials, registrars, 1 deputy joint registrar and 2 deputy registrar. We have just met. So before going to let's give you some tips, you should be knowing that there are few things which you should be very well aware of, that there is those who join as a regular TA, that is, they get some TA-ship, and this TA-ship is actually a TA-ship. That means this is paid to you for rendering certain services to the department and to the institute. It is not paid to you in lieu of your joining as a PhD or master's degree. So make sure that you understand this. And if anybody reports that you are not able to perform your TA duties properly, then we won't be sparing you for that TA-ship, okay? So please keep in mind, it's not something awarded to you, it is against a assistantship or against some services which you have to provide. Of course, the services you have to provide is given to you by the head of the department, your supervisor, your DPGC conveners, and so on. Most of the affairs related to PG, both masters and PhD, right from selection to all the affairs which runs, are done through the department itself. The dean and PG dean affairs take the input about you from the department. So make sure that whatever you do, whatever you try to write to us, you have to necessarily do it through your departmental postgraduate committee convener and the head. Don't write directly to us. We won't be able to entertain without having a proper forwarding or recommendation from your departmental PG affairs person, that is your convener, DPGC convener. So having said that, the difference between a normal UG and a PG is you should be knowing. Here when you come in PG or especially in PhD, how it is different from normal UG courses. In normal UG courses, it is expected that there will be a set of books, there will be syllabus, you will have to go through it, there are definite questions, there are definite answers to them, and you are actually evaluated based on that. So it is very straightforward. Whatever has been you have been doing in schools, you continue through your UG undergraduate courses also. But in PG, it is slightly different. How it is different is, you have to of course go for a coursework, but that is the only a kind of starting point, or say for the sake of continuity because you come from UG studies. But the major thing is, when you go for your thesis work, you have to make your own syllabus, you have to make your own question paper, and you have to answer your own question paper. And how sincerely you do will decide what is the quality of PhD or master thesis you're going to have. So the sincerity is the key. If you ask sincere questions, you make sincere effort to answer them, then you get a good PG degree, or you can say your PG will be successful. All the PhDs are different from each other. Don't try to compare your PhD with your friend's PhD. Don't try to compare your supervisor with your friend's supervisor. It has been seen that if you do this, you will be in great problems throughout your journey in this PhD. Maybe sometimes you may not be able to complete also this journey. So please remember, your PhD is a very personal PhD which is for you. You don't compare it with others. Why? Because your topic is different, your questions are different, your syllabus is different, your answers are different, and everything you have to do is according to your way of doing the things. So these are some of the things which is there. Please remember that all the rules and regular things are already there in PG ordinances, which we have sufficiently revised, and it's online now. So try to see that and see what are the facilities available to you, what are the leave available to you, and be a serious student, be with your supervisor, and I think that is all I can say. Details, of course, you will be coming to know as the time passes. Thank you for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So now we request the Dean of Student Affairs, Professor Rajesh Kumar from the Mechanical Engineering Department, to highlight all aspects of student life and welfare.
A very warm welcome to all of you. Congratulations on becoming a part of one of India's oldest and most prestigious engineering institutions. Here, during your degree program, your mind may be involved in most of time in academic and research activities. It activates your analytical capabilities. But for complete growth and success in life, physical and creative faculties should be explored. Our founder, Bharat Ratna Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, envisioned that there should be an ecosystem where students grow holistically and become an integral human being. Accordingly, he has designed the campus. If you walk from hostels to the academic area, you find big playgrounds. This emphasizes role of physical and creativity in the human being. As the Dean of Students Affairs, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to the vibrant ecosystem of student life at IIT BHU. The Office of Dean, called as a DOSA office, it is located at IIT BHU Gymkhana. It serves as the coordinating authority for all student activities on campus, along with the Associate Dean Student Affairs, Associate Dean Student Counseling Services, faculty counselors, and faculty mentors, and the Students' Parliament. We are committed to ensure that every student enjoys safe, enriching, and fulfilling campus experience. IIT BHU Gymkhana provides ample opportunities for students to pursue their interests beyond academics. The Gymkhana comprises 5 dynamic councils: Games and Sports Council, Cultural Council, Film and Media Council, Social Service Council, Science and Technology Council. IIT BHU has 3 big grounds: Gymkhana, Rajputana, and Techno Pavilion. The periphery of Gymkhana is around 1 kilometer. We have world-class indoor facilities for badminton, squash, boxing, table tennis, taekwondo, chess, kabaddi, yoga, and a state-of-the-art gymnasium. These are in-housed in the Ramesh Srinivasan Student Activity Center. The Cultural Council has 7 clubs: dance, fine arts, Indian music, Western music, theater, literary, and quiz. Film and Media Council offers exciting opportunities in photography, cinematography, media design, animation, and outreach. These clubs enable students to develop creative storytelling, digital media, and communication skills that are increasingly valuable in today's world. Social Service Council reflects our commitment to society. Through community engagement and social initiatives, students identify grassroots challenges, analyze them critically, and develop innovative solutions that create meaningful social impact. The Science and Technology Council, popularly known as SNTC, is the hub of technical innovation. With 9 technical clubs and 4 competitive technical teams, students explore areas such as robotics, programming, finance, aeromodeling, sustainable technologies, astronomy, and automotive engineering. I am happy to share that our students secured an impressive 4th position in the previous Inter-IIT Tech Meet. It demonstrates the remarkable talent and dedication of our technical community. Throughout the year, these councils organize 3 flagship national level festivals that define the vibrant spirit of IIT BHU. Spardha celebrates sportsmanship and athletic excellence. Kashi Yatra showcases cultural and creativity. And Techness is one of India's premier techno management festival, attracting participants from across the country. We have representative body of our students as Students' Parliament. It acts as an important bridge between the student community and administration. Through various standing committees, the Students' Parliament communicates students' concerns, suggests policy improvement, and works closely with the DOSA office to enhance campus life. Equally important is your emotional and psychological well-being. College life brings excitement, opportunities, and sometimes challenges. Recognizing this, IIT BHU has established a comprehensive student counseling services known as SAKHA, an acronym of Seek, Aspire, Know Holistic Advancement. SAKHA is much more than a counseling center. It is a comprehensive support system dedicated to promoting the holistic development of every student. It focuses on 6 major areas: wellness, academics, career development, skill enhancement, international exchange, and operations. SAKHA promotes healthy habits, mindfulness, gratitude, compassion, and mutual respect. The program is supported by dedicated faculty coordinators, professional campus counseling psychologists, and more than 300 trained student volunteers who work together to build a caring and inclusive campus community. In addition, students have access to the Your Dost online counseling platform where they can confidently connect with qualified experts to discuss personal, academic, emotional, or career-related concerns. We encourage every student to seek help whenever needed. Asking for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Dear students, over the next few years, you will have countless opportunities to learn, innovate, compete, perform, serve society, and discover your true potential. My sincere advice to each one of you is simple: step out of your comfort zone, spend time at least 1 hour daily in ground or creative activities. Remember, your years at IIT BHU will be defined not only by the degree you earn, but also by the experience you gather, the friendship you build, the values you uphold. The Office of the Dean of Students Affairs is always here to support you. Our doors are always open, and we are committed to helping you thrive academically, personally, and professionally. Once again, I warmly welcome each one of you to the IIT BHU family. I wish you a fulfilling, enriching, and memorable journey ahead. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Next, we are delighted to welcome Professor Rajesh Kumar from the Civil Engineering Department, Associate Dean of Research and Development, to enlighten us about the research-driven and innovation-friendly ecosystem fostered at IIT BHU. Sorry, we are delighted to welcome Professor Abha Mishra.
I am Professor Abha Mishra, Associate Dean, R&D, and I'm on behalf of Professor Rajesh Kumar, Dean R&D. I'm here representing our R&D office. But now the R&D, its name has been changed. Now it's a RISE. So it's a like research, innovation, and strategic engagement. So we are your administrative partner to help you in, you work and disclose your work early, and then we'll help you in making collaborations, and then build your work on a particular scale, so for which R&D office is there. And there are some data which I'm not projecting here, which is around, if I go with the 22 to 26 data, we have almost more than 524 crores rupees projects, and which is, labor of our esteemed faculty members who are working day and night and going for the funding, and these external fundings are for about 900 plus projects. So it's not the money which is, just in the bank. It's a money which is flowing, and we are our faculty members are working towards the, to get the something new product or any innovations. So I hope that because you are a PG students and research students, so we have very high expectations from you. You may be having some, research interest. So I would just like to emphasize that our institute, wherein we have a different center of excellence, one is for the defense, and then we have a AI center, physical AI center is there. Then people are working in the area of robotics, people are working in the area of machine learning and healthcare and pharma. And so there are many areas, and the manufacturing, so we have a center of excellence for machine tools design, and we have a precision hub engineering. So I think we have made a slide, but I think time slot is very short, so I'm not going for it. But what I'm just would like to emphasize here is that our Honorable Director, Professor Amit Patra sir, has introduced one STGS scheme for PG and UG and for the research student, wherein we are giving funds of up to 2 lakhs rupees for international visit, for conferences. So this is for the entire duration of your study, and for the national conferences or for paper presentation, we gives you around 10,000 rupees. And with this, there are some riders there that your CPI must be above 7.5, and you should not have any backlog. So these are certain conditions attached with it. So that is a one scheme which is, I think, is of interest to you, and I would request you all to take a best of it, because that is a scheme which is of wherein you'll get an opportunity to go foreign universities and try to find out the further collaborations for your lab and for your future work. So, and the another thing is, when you are doing research, please do it with the sincerity and just avoid the plagiarism and other those kinds of things which will lead to you to the, some severe problem. So these are the certain things which you should take care of. Otherwise, we are here. We have an IP cell, that is an intellectual property rights cell. Our Professor Pradeep Paik, probably he might be coming. He is heading that particular cell, where once you get any lead on your work, you please go to the IP cell, take a form, fill it with your claims, and then the IP cell be in touch with the regular attorneys, so they are forwarding your papers for the patent claim, and then you'll be in touch with the attorneys and write your draft, go for the claims, and then filing the patent. So we have a very good, for last 2 years, we have almost 600 patents were filed, and out of this, 300 were granted. So the number is very, very impressive. So I would request you all, once you get some lead in your work, go for the patent, and once you get the patent, we have another cell which we call it as an I3F, which is a Center for Ideation, Innovation and Incubation Hub, where you can go for establishing an enterprise or kind of startup, where all the infrastructure and necessary mentoring is there, which is headed by the Professor M.K. Meshram. So these are the certain opportunity you'll get once you go for the regular research work. So you can start your work, go for the publication. You also can go for the patent. Once you get the patent, you find out the buyers wherein you can go for the technology transfer or for the commercialization of the product. And for that purpose, we have besides this IP, we have a center for this startup cells is there. They'll help you in establishing those enterprises. So with all these words, I wish you all the very best. Have a safe and pleasant stay here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insightful words. Alumni are the living embodiment of an institution's legacy, serving as a bridge that connects its illustrious past to its promising future. We now invite Associate Dean of Research and Alumni, Professor A.N. Sahu from Department of Pharmaceutical Engineering to share his valuable insight.
आप सभी को नमस्कार. Good afternoon to all dignitaries present here, parents and students. So on behalf of Dean Resource and Alumni, I am here. I am A.N. Sahu, Associate Dean. So our section is actually comprises of one Dean, Associate Dean, Deputy Registrar, and 3 office staff. And with this manpower, we are trying to engage you and alumni for the betterment of the institute. So certain things which are there and certain major activities that we are facilitating and coordinating, that I am going to read it out. So they are alumni mentorship programs for career guidance, higher studies, leadership development, alumni reunions, Institute Day celebrations, organizing alumni meets and networking events in major cities in India as well as across the globe. Alumni funded scholarships, fellowships, medals, travel grant, student welfare initiatives are also being coordinated and facilitated by our division. Mobilizing philanthropy contributions such as CSR funding, donations from alumni, corporate partners, and well-wishers. Facilitating endowments for faculty chairs, professorship, laboratories, center of excellence, and many other academic infrastructures. We also are having promoting industry partnership, sponsored research, consultancy, collaborative innovation, and enhancing internship, placements, and career opportunities through alumni engagement. We are also involved in supporting startups, incubation, innovation, seed funding, hackathons, competitions, experiential learning, and alumni mentorship. Institute alumni lecture series by eminent alumni and distinguished speakers are also being organized. Student Alumni Interaction Cell, SAIC, for mentoring and student engagement. We also closely work with the IIT BHU Foundation and other partner organizations to mobilize global alumni engagement and all other things, which include strategic initiatives for the long-term growth and global standing. So, dear students, we are here when you are studying, and we are also there with you when you will be passing out from this institution. So, जिंदगी के साथ भी और जिंदगी के बाद भी. It is my pleasure to inform you that every department is having a faculty representative for alumni funded projects, and you are encouraged to keep in touch with them and to know the initiatives and all other events that our division is undertaking. I will further appeal all the students to participate in all the DORA initiatives so that they can engage them with alumni ecosystem, enrich their learning experiences, and contribute towards the institute's mission and vision. So at last, I will encourage and suggest you to please visit our website, iitbhu.ac.in/dean/DORA, and so that everything is updated there, and you can visit, and please remain in touch with you. And our office is actually behind the Director Sir's office, so even there also at some point of time you can visit. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So in the corridors of hostels, we discover lifelong friendship, embark on unplanned adventures, and create stories that stay with us forever. With these words, we welcome Professor Rakesh Kumar Singh from the Department of Physics, Chairman of the Council of Wardens, to the podium to give an overview of the hostel facilities.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rakesh Singh. On the behalf of my colleagues and wardens and Vice Chairman Council of Wardens, I welcome you once again. So before going to the details of the hostels and your life in the hostel, I'm just briefly trying to distinguish different parts of the hostel life. So if you stay in the hostel, there are two or three major points. First is the hostel accommodation. So we have here total 16 hostels, total 12 for boys and 4 for girls, and we are able to accommodate more than 8,500 students. Out of 8,500 students, we have roughly 20 to 23% girls students in the hostels. And as a PG students, you are going to stay or maybe visit or maybe see almost every hostel, because you are going to stay here, particularly for PhD students, they are going to stay in almost in various hostels. So in every hostel, we have, depending on the number of students, we have 2 to 3 mess. Particularly for PhD students, we have 1 mess depending on the number of students. But if you have in some hostels, we have more students. There we have 3 to 4 hostels. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to accommodate around 300 students in 1 mess. So you'll have the very tasty and healthy food, because our priority is always to give you to give you the feeling of homemade food. And believe me, in comparison to the other IITs, we have very different system here, what we call the Maharashtra system. So here, maybe in a couple of days, you will realize that the quality of food which our Maharashtra serves here is a completely different. I mean, so it's a very tasty, and you also find a kind of homemade food. Apart from the mess, we also have the canteen facilities in each hostel, and our responsibility is to give you snacks or maybe tea and snacks when your mess is off, particularly in the late night, because as a research student and PG student, you may be working in your laboratories. So we also facilitate and try to give you the best canteen option. So these are the few things which are very important for your happy stay in the hostel. Apart from your stay, I also urge you particularly to maintain the certain rule and regulation in the hostel, because as a senior student, you are supposed to follow, and also you are supposed to guide, because you are senior, so you also guide your junior, and you try to maintain the decorum which we expect from each and every student. So in each hostel we have 5 to 6 wardens and also staff, and your responsibility and what we expect from, I will not say responsibility, but what we expect from you is that please try to follow certain rules which has been laid down by the hostel wardens, and you have to follow it completely. In case if you have any question or suggestion and anything to express, please feel free to write us. My email is there on the Chairman Council of Warden website. I'm also available, you can also get my contact number, and my office will be always open, except Sunday is open almost it's every day. Even Saturday is open. So it's located in the SN Bose hostel. You can visit, and then if you have any concern, feel free to express. In each hostel, we also have the indoor games support system, and we are also trying to facilitate what we call the open gym. Very soon we are also going to have open gym in your hostel. So we are trying to give you both outdoor game in the neighboring grounds, but in the hostel we also have the indoor game facilities. And if you feel anything is a shortage, then please feel free to write. We also have some kind of like, again connected with your discipline, we also have several disciplinary, several committees which monitor your, if you have any concern, anything to express, please feel free to write, and maybe you can express your opinion also through the DOSA, and which will ultimately come to us, and we will try to address your concern. So with these words, I hope you will have very good, happy and memorable stay in the campus. I wish you a very successful journey, academic journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Training and Placement Cell at IIT BHU serves as a vital link between students and the professional world. We now invite Professor S.K. Srivastav from the Mechanical Engineering Department to address the gathering with his wise words. Sorry, there is a mistake. So we now invite Professor S.K. Srivastav from the Pharmaceutical Engineering Department to address the gathering with his wise words.
Thank you. Honorable Dean of Students Affairs and their team, Honorable Registrar Sir, all the deans and associate deans, professor in charge, head of the department, co-chairman, professor in charge of the international affairs. My name is Professor Sushant Kumar Srivastav. I am from the Pharmaceutical Engineering and Technology. गलती से उसने मैकेनिकल कह दिया था तो मैंने करेक्ट कराया. तो करेक्शन मेक्स ए मैन परफेक्ट. मैं खुद बोल सकता था, लेकिन बच्चों को करेक्शन करना जरूरी होता है. I am professor in charge of outreach and industry relations also. I am coordinator of the training and placement cell. And very important that reflects my position for you. I am chairman of anti-ragging squad also. This specifically I will cover all the three aspects. So I may request to our Dosa sir to please give me 5 minutes more. Training and placement cell. Sorry, director sir आ गए हैं. First we have to welcome director sir with our standing ovation. May I request to Honorable Director Sir to please come on the dais, and Sir please. Sir हमको सर 10 मिनट बोला गया है सर. So this training and placement cell is very important and very specific oriented cell, specifically devoted for the placement of all BTech, IDD, MTech and PhD students. Actually, this cell responsibility to connect with the industries and call the industries specifically for the internship and placement. This placement cell is just like the Ministry of External Affairs, because no one is our subordinate. We have to call them, we have to request them, we have to request for some big offers, we have to request them for the internship. So this is very diplomatic talk is there. In that way, our cell has been constituted with 2 deputy coordinators. And both deputy coordinators are my left and right arms. And this cell constitute a core team of the students, where 8 students are there, and 1 is for the MTech representative, who represents the placement of the all MTech students. 1 student is for the PhD scholar, who is responsible to make and see the placement of all the PhD scholars who are qualifying to appear into the placement drive. Suppose you are in the first year, so you cannot be the part of the placement team, because you have to complete your coursework and spend 2 or 3 years and publish 3 papers. Then you can register to the placement cell. This is very important aspect I am telling to you. And 160 training and placement representatives are with us. I wish to tell you, my dear students, our success story is going to upside only since last 5 years. We have strengthened our placement drive. I will not use the term broken or cracked, because yesterday I heard director said that this word is not liked by him. Because so that was strengthening the placement drive. So last record has been achieved and we have crossed the last record. And this success story is not the story of the placement. This success story is the success of all students, all head of the departments, all advisors, all the professors who are connecting with the industries under the dynamic leadership of our dynamic director, Professor Amit Patra. This is happening, and I cannot do alone all the things. I need the strength of the young minds who can give me the light, and they can share their problems, and I am there to address their problem. This is the beauty of this IIT BHU. If this orientation program is here, अगर आप कभी गुलाब की बगिया के पास से जाएं, तो गुलाब की जो फ्रेगरेंस है वो आपको आएगी, तो आप कहेंगे ये गुलाब का फूल है, उसकी फ्रेगरेंस आ रही है. That's why you are getting the fragrance of the IIT BHU. Until unless you will not understand, identify the IIT BHU, how will you get the fragrance? So that's why this orientation program is aimed to give an orientation, a direction where you want to go and how to live, how to serve the society. This is the important thing. Service to the society is very important. Money always comes if you have the skill in your hand. If you will not be trained, if you will not have the skills in your hand, which company will offer you to do the job? But strategic planning is very important to crack the examination, the screening test, and then you will appear with the interview, with the screening test. After screening test, you will appear to the industrial persons. They will check your technical knowledge, and very important, soft skills. If you will not be soft about their answer, if you will be irritating, who will take you? That's why our training program always be there to upgrade you. So this is the basic concept of the training and placement. Second is I am professor in charge of outreach industry relations. So placement is also the part of this outreach industry. So we have in the new syllabus of the BTech, we are offering 6-month internship to the industries. And we are regularly signing the MOU so that we would be able to offer the internship of all students. In that way, we will offer the internship. Internship is not the part of the MTech program. MTech dissertation research work, some part can be done into the industry if the DPGC is allowing to you to do the work. So in that way, we will offer the research exposure to the students of the MTech as well as the PhD. And third one is important, which is I am chairman of the anti-ragging squad. We have approximately 13 persons, and every person is watching you, what you are doing. You cannot watch him. Even CCTV camera is watching, and visual, physical eyes are also watching to you. That's why be sincere, be cautious, be oriented, for which you are here. And you are that man who will, after the degree, whose fragrance will be identified by the IIT BHU. That is the important thing. I will not take much time, gentlemen. Only I say few lines. जिनको मिलता जीवन उजियाली का, अंधियारों को वो प्रकाश से भरते हैं. जिनको मिलता जीवन उजियाली का, अंधियारों को वो प्रकाश से भरते हैं, और जलता जिनका है चिराग तूफानों में, जग को प्रकाश अपनी आशा से देते हैं. अधिकारी हैं वही जगत के धरती पर, जो सुख दुख में अमृत बरसाते चलते हैं, और संघर्षों में घोष विजय का करने को अपने दीपक से दीप जलाया करते हैं. ट्रेनिंग एंड प्लेसमेंट सेल के दीपक से न जाने कितने दीप जलेंगे और पूरे संसार को प्रकाशित करेंगे. इसी आशा के साथ आप सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाइयाँ कि आपने IIT BHU को ज्वाइन किया. धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, sir. We are very honored to welcome our Honorable Director, Professor Amit Patra, who has just joined us. Sir, a very warm welcome. May I request our Honorable Director to kindly take his seat on the dais. We shall now proceed with the felicitation ceremony. May I request Professor Kaushik Chattopadhyay to kindly present the bouquet as a token of felicitation to our Honorable Director. Now it is our honor to invite Professor Amit Patra, a distinguished professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering, to address the audience. Please join us in welcoming Professor Amit Patra.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly all the newcomers to the campus today, the students of MTech, PhD, MPharm, and other masters, other postgraduate programs. So, compared to the number of undergraduate students, in IIT BHU we have relatively less number of postgraduate students, but the number is increasing. And very soon we expect that there will be almost 1:1 ratio of undergraduate to postgraduate students. Especially in terms of the PhD students, every year the number is increasing, and that's a matter of great pride. At the same time, we do have a problem of our accommodation. So you have to bear with the increase in capacity. As you can see that 2 hostels are being constructed, one for the boys and one for the girls, and hopefully within next 1 year, both of them will be operational. Even if the one of them is operational, we'll have a lot of increased capacity, and that will be able to accommodate all the students. So to the first year students, we generally take the survey of those who really need the accommodation, and we try to provide. So please fill it up as soon as you can, so that we can plan it better. Apart from that, I think the other professors, the deans, and professor in charge of our coordinator of our placement, training and placement, are telling you about various things of IIT BHU. So please pay attention to them, because these are very, very important. Of course, I feel it is not a good idea to give them the idea about training and placement from day one. In fact, let them come. Some मेहमान जब घर में आते हैं, हम पूछते नहीं अरे आपका रिटर्न टिकट कब की है. It is not polite, right? So that can wait. So first you have to see what are the things that you have to do, right? So most of you are all graduates of some place. Some of you may be also having master's degree, and so I'm sure all of you have stayed in hostels at some point or other. So how many of you have not stayed in hostels so far? Yeah, relatively less number. Yeah, I can understand, because in masters and PhD that's what happens. So that will be a new opportunity for you. The hostels are actually the places where you learn much more than what you have learned in your classrooms. Especially masters and PhD spend a lot of time in doing research in the laboratory. So that is also another place where you are actually supposed to generate knowledge. So that is one important thing I always tell the postgraduate students, that whenever you come for postgraduate studies, studies will be different. You are not only supposed to study the book and understand what is written, you have to try to figure things out, figure out what is not written. In fact, research is all about solving questions, answering questions which have not yet been answered. So your whole approach of studying a subject would be to, if we can say informally saying, to find faults with that book, or even what the teacher is teaching. You should feel encouraged to ask questions. and that's why you can actually discover new things. Research is actually the art of discovering new things, of creating knowledge. So far you have been interested in only earning knowledge, learning or getting knowledge from what others know. Now we will have to contribute to that society of people who actually create knowledge. You can consider all those people who they get the Nobel Prize. You should study how they have achieved that level of excellence, how they have worked. All their life they ask questions to themselves, to their students, and together they try to find out answers to those questions which have not yet been answered. So one aspect is fundamental research. I'm sure many of you will go into fundamental research in physics, chemistry, mathematics, and even in engineering sciences. But many of you will also go into applied research and development. That's also a very important task, because our country right now is progressing, and there is a need for competent expert people, expert designers, for example, expert people who know how to manufacture faster, experts who can design buildings, construct roads more efficiently in a shorter time frame, so that it can keep track, we can keep pace with the progress that is expected from us. And people are becoming, once they are expecting something, often they are also feeling impatient that how to go faster. So it is the masters and PhD students who will actually have to give the overall guidance in creating new knowledge and providing the pathways for future research and development of the country. So today, as the program is very compact, I don't want to prolong my speech. So on your first day, I wish you all the very best for your stay in IIT BHU, and wish you good luck with your studies and future career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for joining us and sharing your valuable insights. We now welcome Dr. Hari Prabhat Gupta from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, head of the Center for Computing and Information Services, CCIS, to enlighten us about the initiatives and services offered by the center.
So good afternoon to everyone, and welcome at IIT BHU Varanasi. I am Hari Prabhat, faculty in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and also head of the CCIS. CCIS is abbreviated as Center for Computing and Information Services, and this is the back side of Proctor office or nearby the LT3 building. So you can go and you can see that. So what CCIS provide the services? So first service is the mail service. So whatever you have the mail access and other thing, that is taken care by the CCIS. So if you have any issue with the related to the mail, you are always welcome and visit to the CCIS. So this is the first service that CCIS provide. So the next service is the CCIS provide the web services. So related to the website, related to the web portals, whatever is there, if you have any issue, anything else, you can approach to the CCIS. So that is the second major service that is provide, web service, mail service. CCIS also take care about some sort of the internet services or whatever the digital resources. Right now they take care about the GPU services which is provided in the different locations. So this is also take care about the GPU services. So if you have any problem, any point, anything else, you are always welcome, and mail IDs and other things are given on the website. Please go through and inform us if you have any problem, any suggestion, any doubt. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We now welcome Professor Senthil Raja A., Professor at the Department of Pharmaceutical Engineering and Professor in charge, Srinivas Deshpande Library, for an overview of the library.
Yeah, good afternoon, respected colleagues sitting off the dais and the new entrants, new PG students of IIT BHU, MTech, MPharm, MSc and PhD students. So on behalf of library, I'm going to briefly present what our library services that are available to you, and how you can benefit from the the facilities or the resources that we provided to you. So to start with, like I'll go with the introduction of the library. So you all know the locations. How many of you know the locations of the library? Can you just raise your hands? I believe that most of the students. Okay. So, right. Fine. So it is next to the administrative building, right, next to the director office. So you can find SD library, and so this is the front of image, I mean the photograph. And to go ahead with, functional, right? Can you just, yes. So this orientation program, like we started with the institute, knowing about your institution and knowing about your discipline and knowing about your department and the program. And finally, like the curriculum and all, I think the Dean Academic Affairs have put in. And now it's my turn to talk about library, like what library provides to you, like what facilities that we have for you. So you can see that, right, the library not only houses the textbooks and literature and other contents, and apart from that, it provides a lot of research support tools, and preferably those support tools would be very, very useful to the research students of BTech, MTech, and as well as PhD. So I would be emphasizing that aspect, right? So the brief history of the library, I'm sure that you know about the institute, and the institute has been amalgamated like 3 institutions together in and then it has become IIT BHU and all in 2012. And the library was renamed in 2022. Earlier it was IIT Library, and it was named after the generous donor of our alumnus, Srinivas Deshpande. So the main objective is like to cater the needs, academic and research needs of the institute, and to provide the online and physical resources and also the support tools for the users of the library. So the most important thing is the library services and the library timings, right? So we are open all the days, but there are some time constraints. So of course we need to follow that. So you all know library is considered to be the heart of the institute, and it must be functioning throughout the day. But of course, we have the weekdays, like it starts from 9:30 to, 9:30 to 7:30. Saturdays and government holidays, it is from 9:30 to 6. Document circulation, we function like, just after the opening of the library, after 15 minutes, the circulation will begin, and we will close the circulation of books and everything by just before 15 minutes of the closing time on the respective days. So we do have a reading halls, and it is there backside of the library. There are 2 entries. One is the front entry and the back entry, and back entry is open from 8 a.m. in the morning, and it closes at the midnight around 1 a.m. So other specific holidays where we are completely closed are also listed over there. So the major services that we provide is like the membership, collaborative learning phase and all. I think you can visit the institute library website to know all the features, but I would be interested in talking about the support services, like for example, the print collection of our library, it is at par with any other IITs, and we have around 1.5 lakhs of books. And coming to the resources, e-resources, we are providing the e-resources of nearly 30,000 plus publishers. So you can name any top quality or top publishers in the domain across the engineering sciences, including management and also humanities, and you can find find them in our library. Another interesting thing is the research support tools. I'm sure that all the MTech and MSc and PhD students would be very interested in, because access to the authentic research support tools is one of the major requirement. In case if you want to publish any work, and it should be produced from a authenticated software tool. Like coming to the library part, only the library part if you see, so this is the Koha and OPAC and INFED. Koha is a platform where we provide the library resources, and another one is the OPAC, online, the access of catalog, right, so you can just sit in the campus and through the IP, institute IP, if you log into the library, you just type the name, you will know that whether this is present in the library or not. So it is an OPAC service that we provide. It is one of the most important one. You can do the same in the library. We provide kiosks where you can just go and type, and then you can find the location and go and take the book and then get it issued through the issue center. Apart from that, and we have scientific literature and patent search engines like Scopus, Web of Science, and then you have Clarivate, Derwent, patent access, databases. We have MathSciNet and SciFinder and connected papers. Then we have, this is very important, right, as it was mentioned earlier, plagiarism, you should avoid, as it was mentioned by Associate Dean R&D. We have Turnitin and also Drillbit, and these tools would definitely help you to find how original your content is, and with which you can fine tune it and you can make it ready for publication. Then we provide some specialized drawing programs like ChemDraw, BioRender, and also Material Science. These databases are authentic and they are available, and you don't require anything. You need to be in the institute IP domain, where you can access it. Apart from that, in specialized cases, you may have to use your official email ID, and I'm sure that you all have got the official email ID. Then comes the document writing, even thesis writing or any document that you make it, even for assignment, right? You can use this Grammarly tool and Overleaf. You all know that, right? All PhD students, you have got a mentor. All the professors and faculty, they all have this Overleaf account, wherein you can collaborate. You can write a research article online. It is in the cloud environment where you can directly document the data. So what will happen is the time usually takes for writing a research paper goes up. So this is very, very interesting tool, that is Overleaf. I would request all of you to use these resources by talking to your mentor. And MTech students, they'll get the chance to access these once you got the guide allotment done. And we have EndNote, which is a referencing tool, very similar to the one that is Zotero. You all know that is the open source referencing tool. And we provide EndNote, which is very powerful, and it provides a very beautiful interface with which you can document, you can cite the references, and which is one of the skill nowadays. You can even add these skills in your biodata, as our TPO professor was saying, that your skills should be reflected in the biodata. So obviously it cannot reflect unless and until you have it in your hands. So I think these tools would help you to have that exposure, and that would certainly help you in making your portfolio matching to the the societal or industrial needs. So then some more tools which are AI. Today AI is doing wonders in every field, and of course in the literature and documentation. So gone are the days where we used to study, download 10, 20 articles and then read one by one. So now all 10 or 50 articles can be read by AI, and it will give you an outline. I think that is something fabulous. I think this is one of the reasons why AI is going to rock, and it has already, it's been rocking for a long. And all the tools, they come out with an AI module, and this AI module is too costly, and IIT BHU is very proud, and we are very happy to make these, procure these facilities and make it available to you. And that's what, you are in an institution where things are available at ease, and this will definitely help you in doing a very good walkthrough through the research. So I'll say that SciSpace, LeapSpace, everything you can access, right away, even in the IIT IP domain, and Turnitin and Grammarly, which is also powered by AI, and we have BioRender, which is again powered by AI. Yeah, this is another thing which even many of the current students are not even aware about, and You all know that all the magazines are put together under one platform, that is Press Reader. It is a service which IIT BHU, we hire it and we provide it to our students. You can have this app on your smartphone, Press Reader app, you download it and then you have to log in. So what it offers is like it near about, a large number of magazines, say any magazine, nothing, you have to just go there and then choose a country. Even you choose a country, for example, India, you choose Kerala. Right, some of them, at least dozens of magazines which are published in Kerala would be available to you. Or you choose any country, US or Japan, right, so you can choose a region and how many journals and all. And the another beauty is that even if it is in the other language, you can translate it into 18 languages. So this is the beauty of this Press Reader, and I would definitely recommend this Press Reader app. It should be available on your phone. And you can access this Press Reader even if you go outside the campus. That's the beauty for 1 week and then 15 days. And if you want it, it can be renewed as well. So this is something very useful. And I'm sure that, a lot of magazines like Sports Star or even Science Take, even research related magazines which are published by ACS and other publications, they are also available. Yeah, this is the online opaque, catalog access tool that is available in the library website, and you can go to the kiosk where you can find any literature that is available. So another service, there are other couple of services that we provide is IDR, Institute Digital Repository, which is one of the very, very important aspect of any institution that matters. And we do house that. It is an online resources where you can find all kind of thesis and other, publications, data of the institute. Another interesting thing is like e-resources, any book, so we are, I must say, the last 3 years we have added e-books of around, to the tune of around 2.5 crores. And I think the institute administration, the director and of course the administration has really helped us to get these resources. And what you can do is you can just go there and title, just type the title or author search, anything that you can do. And it would be definitely available. If it is not available, for example, you are looking for a book and it is not available, there is an email ID, library resources, so you can just send that ISSN or ISBN number and then you can ask for a particular chapter if you are interested in. Any article that you are searching, in case if it is not available, please send a mail to us. I said, like we all talk about that, you're most welcome to join the IIT BHU and also IIT family. I really mean it, because once you send the request to us, like we are in IIT, one umbrella, that is IIT Council or IIT Systems. And you can go to the website iitsystems.ac.in. And that is the one umbrella website under which you can see the developments that are happening at every IIT. So, and then library is connected, among all IIT libraries are well connected, and we will find that resource from any library within 24 hours or 48 hours. We will deliver that particular content to your email. So this, we have been doing this, and so I'm sure that you're going to be benefited by this. Yeah, so these are the kiosks I was talking about, like you can visit and there are 4 or 5 kiosks and all, and then even if it is busy, you can use your phone to search it, right? And that you can do. So we have these spaces. These are the collaborative, reading space, and the e-library also available. So I'll talk about the quick, rules, which is very important. Library, where silence is to be maintained. You cannot do certain things, and there are do's and don'ts, right? And I'm sure that you are postgraduate students, you already know. But still, I have to tell you a few things, like you need to carry an I-card all the time, like I carry an I-card, right? So you need to carry if you are on the campus, or you want to access anywhere, physically. Then the books are to be issued, and then the issued books cannot be taken into the library because we have an RFID gate that will detect. But to the reading halls, you can take it, because reading halls you can carry bunches of books, and that you can always utilize that, And you should not leave any valuables, and this is a common problem in the library, that sometimes you leave something on the table and then, or you leave some, you go somewhere and then you come after half an hour and then it's not found. Then like the 10 complaints at a day, then we are there to support, but at the time, so we can support only when the claims, when the problems are minimum. For example, we have a couple of ambulances, but but the demand is more than 10 or 15 at a time, so you won't be able to cater the needs of all. So that is the thing that, so you need to all follow the rules so that, the services whatsoever that we have is fully, made it available. And then you have mobile phones are not permitted. You all know that playing games, watching movies, because, so the CCAS and all, we have a, high-speed internet facility, and of course our library is fully, Wi-Fi and fully air-conditioned with respect to the reading halls and also the stack section. And seats can be occupied and you cannot climb it. Sometimes up to midnight, 1 o'clock, you stay there and you leave the books and then you say that next day morning, I want that seat. No, that's not permitted. Even if before lunch, you leave your belongings there and go for lunch and then come and you say that is my table. No, you cannot do it. So it is all first come, first served basis, and I would request all the users or all the students to follow these rules so that, we can provide the services to everyone. And you are responsible for any damage of the books and all, right? Obtaining notice from the library is very essential. Only then you would get your caution money back. Yeah, so a couple of slides. Yes, this is very important for PG. How many books a PG student can issue? And so we who have a SCST book bank also, right? How long you can keep it, with you, and what is the fine per day? There will be 1 rupee per day. So you can see PG and PhD, and for UG there is a different categories, like there are textbooks which can be issued such sufficient number, and then there are reference books which can be issued. Even competitive books can be issued, right? You can see that, so 2 like this, competitive book 2 you can issue at a time. So textbook and SCST book bank, you can have 2 and 4, and you can keep up to 1 semester. I think that is sufficiently, good, and we have good number of books, like, we have been catering to the needs of almost all the departments. And of course, apart from the main library, we have dedicated libraries in 5 to 6 departments as well, where core, area related books are available, which you can also get it issued. And you can have that search also. So now we have integrated, so you can search all these books in one place, except a couple of libraries which is currently ongoing, that the digital processing or idea, database creation is underway. This is the email ID that I was talking about. You can, either it's all available in the website, like you can note down library services, any kind of general queries, circulation related to books issue, and suppose lost books and you have some issues, then you can send a request. Then periodical related queries, acquisition, like if you need some book, even that is also good, but it should be routed through your faculty member. You find some book is very important. And but the faculty member, if he endorses, because that is important for the teaching of the courses, so that will be very useful. And we do have a callback facility also, that is there. Ask the librarian. These all available, interactive and dynamic, and you can access it and you will get a response, within the timeline that is scheduled, listed there. So all the manuals are available in the library. I think many of the points I have already put in. So that's all right. This is our team, like, so, and few quotes about the library, because I am sure that you would like it, like library and librarian and library card and books and reading. I think these quotes, they will definitely, make you aware about, like, you are in a place that how effectively, you can use these resources and all. So, and I'm sure that, so my briefing about library has provided you the basic, information, first of all. And with this information, if you please visit our library, physically, I would say, and then you can access the library resources online as well. And we will be happy to serve you, and we'll be happy to cater the needs that are, related to your, knowledge building and as well as research activities. So with this, I once again thank you all, and welcome to IIT BHU and also to the library of IIT BHU. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. After reaching campus, you must have seen people in specific uniforms at all the prominent points who may have even helped you with the directions. They are proctors responsible for security within the campus. So we welcome the Chief Proctor, Dr. Sanjay Singh from the School of Material Science and Technology to the podium to give an overview of security around the campus.
Okay, so good afternoon, and I welcome you all to IIT BHU campus.
before I start giving you the information, the most important information you all must know that the people whom you are seeing in uniforms, they are not your proctors. Okay? They are security inspector, guard, supervisors. So correct it. And this is the basically common problem from last at least 8-9 years I am listening this. So please correct. Okay, so this is the first slide. So here, most important thing I would like to mention that all security guards, or I would say security personnel, including inspector or supervisor, they are from either Indian Air Force or Indian Navy or Indian Army. So this tells us that we are in secure hand. Okay. Okay. Next, please. Why this is not working always? Yeah. So welcome. Next. Yeah. So I would like to tell you that please keep this important slogan in your mind that safety and security does not just happen. Okay? They are the result of our collective consensus and self-discipline. So you never get the security or you never feel secure unless you are self-disciplined. Next, please. Okay. So this is our proctor office you might have seen while roaming in the campus. And this is our team at the proctor office. Next, please. Yeah. This is our organizational chart. So we have honorable director, and then chief proctor, then deputy chief proctor, and we have 7 additional proctors. Then we have security inspector, and then 3 assistant security inspector. So most important thing, you must know that all proctors are your professor, your teacher. Okay. Next, please. Yeah. So then this is the security chart. So at the top we have our security officer, Mr. SSP Singh. I think he might be here. I have seen him somewhere, or maybe outside. Okay. Okay. And then we have 3 assistant security officer. And then we have security inspectors. You might have seen 3 star pupil here. And then we have security supervisors. So I would say please stand up. So we have Mr. Dhananjay there. So clap for them. Then we have 237 security guards. So out of them we have 14 female guards. Okay. Please. Yeah. So this is the proctorial board members team. Next, please. Yeah. So this is me, your chief proctor. Then next, please. Then this is the security officer team. So as I mentioned, we have security officer who is group A officer, and then we have 3 assistant security officer. So you can take picture, because whenever you go to the proctor office, out of these 4, 1 person will be always there. Okay. Next, please. Yeah. So Mr. Rajiv Ratan Sahai, who is basically responsible to manage complete proctor office staff, proctor office, and he is the senior assistant staff from IIT BHU. And if you write something in this email ID, this office.proctor@iitbhu.ac.in, he will directly handle to that. Okay. Okay. So the good thing is that we have just, our director has just 2 days back, 3 days back, inaugurated our new CCTV system. So it's high-class CCTV system, and we have a control room. So almost more than 300 cameras in every corner of the IIT BHU, and 24/7 the team is watching. The next, please. Yeah. So this you can see, it's very big, like you have in normal police. So we have similar, a very big control room, CCTV control room. Next, please. Yeah, so these type of CCTV cameras you can see in various corners of the IIT BHU campus, and these are the monitor at the surveillance room. Next, please. Yeah, so these are the people, basically the security inspector and security supervisors, who are 24/7. They are taking round in every corner of IIT BHU. So we have 2 patrolling vehicles, and this is managed by them. So please. So we have one control room. So always, so here we have phone number. So this is the phone number you can say with the end of 8004. So whenever you call this phone number, one person will pick up and listen to you, and then it will inform to concerned team or nearby guards to help you. Okay. Yeah. So we have 2 ambulance. Okay. So if you have any kind of requirement to go to the hospital, you can directly call to the control room, and one of the ambulance will come to you and take to the nearest hospital. This is Sir Sundarlal Hospital or trauma center, and you will get immediate help there. Next, please. Yeah. So we have 2 patrolling vehicles, which is taking round around the IIT BHU campus, and so one is managed. So basically, it is some names are there, I4 and I2. So one is this white color, other is this one. So where you will be having one inspector plus 2-3 security guards to manage the thing, and soon we will be having one more patrolling vehicle where maximum 9 people can be together. Okay, for your help. Next. Yeah, so you might have seen these type of security personals. So they have this camera, okay, so to record something if something wrong is happening, and they have this walkie-talkie, so immediately they inform to control room for further help if they are not alone able to help. Yes, so 24/7 road crossing security deployment is there. Okay, the next, please. Yeah. So we have, especially for girls, in 2024, this police pink booth is started, where together with our security guards, the Varanasi police female personals are also there. So if you have some serious issue, you can directly, especially for girls, you can directly report to there, okay, and you will get the help. So next, please. Yeah. So one more important thing, it's mainly started for female students, but this is available for male student also. That if in the night, suppose as you all are PG students, so most of the students are working late night in the lab. So if you think sometimes that going late night to the hostel, it's not safe, or if you have something in mind, you can directly call to the control room, and one of the patrolling vehicle will come to your department and escort you till your hostel. So, and of course, you have to call in the same number, the control room number. So you have to basically keep this control room number as a dial 100 or 112. Okay? For all problem, you have unique solution, this control room number. Next, please. Yeah. So then we have 2 different committee. One is especially for female students and other for male students. So the female student committee is headed by Professor Sweta, who is also Deputy Chief Proctor, and male student committee is headed by Professor Pramod Soni, who is from Civil Department. So if you have any issue, you can directly contact to them also. Okay. Next, please. Yeah. So as you all know, we do not have any physical boundary, but at least night 10 to 5, for security purpose, we have this barricade system. You can, the next, please. So these kind of barricade system, and this is the Rajputana corner. So there, if you are coming after 10 p.m., you have to basically note down and show your ID card. So without ID card or valid ID card or valid invitation, nobody can enter into this side of the campus. Okay? So every corner you might see in the night that we have the barricading. Okay? Next, so like this, and in every barricading you have the security personnel to check the ID card and stop other people. Yeah, so these are the barricading here. Yeah, so this is number. I would request that you please save, and for anything you can directly call, or you can write also in help.po@itbhu.ac.in, which this email will directly go to the on-duty officer, who might be either security officer or assistant security officer. Yeah. So you can scan this QR code also. It has all these important number information. Yeah. So thank you very much for listening, and I wish you very, very good and safe stay in IIT BHU. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Finally, we welcome Professor Pralay Maiti, Professor in charge of the Central Instrument Facility from the School of Material Science and Technology, to give a brief overview of the core facilities at CIF.
So, good afternoon, everybody. So, I am professor in charge of Central Instrument Facility. Think being a PG student of this institute, this center is important, because all of you have to do some sort of research in your career or in order to get the degree. All the MTech students and PhD, and I believe MTech students will come to CIF in their third semester, and PhD students usually come after the first semesters. I mean, depending on their background, if they are from science background, probably after 1 year, or if their background is MTech, so they usually come after the first semesters. But anyway, so this is regarding, I will just talk about few words about the Central Instrument Facility. So this is located near our institute cafeteria, and on the top side of it is LT1, Lecture Theatre 1. And so this is a house, some around 30 instruments, and those instruments are quite high-end instruments, and it ranges from all kinds of measurements that you need probably. Now we have that. And so you are most welcome to visit CIF anytime you like. So nowadays it is working almost up to 10 p.m. and some experiments are going on throughout the night. And the students are the volunteers of this center, so they often run many instruments of their own. So before that, you have to get trained by the experts, and then you are allowed to run some of the machines as well. I mean, if you show this interest to run these machines also. And CIF has a lot of other activities. It gives the training to the students, and one recent one will be happening tomorrow itself in the early morning. This is regarding the thermal characterizations of all kinds of material. It will be start at around 10 o'clock tomorrow, and there are overwhelmed response from the students, mostly from the PhD students, and we like our MTech students also join these programs. So if you like, but you have limited space, but anyway, so you can join. But if we see there is a lot of enthusiasm, we can arrange another day also for these programs. So regarding these measurements, I mean, everything is online, and this is on first come first serve basis. We understand that few of the machines are heavily occupied, and there may be some delay time and so on. Maybe sometimes it goes to 1 or 2 weeks. But we serve it first come first service basis, and everything is online. So you can book any machines from your laboratory. You know? And then you should consult your professors in order to to get his signatures and his consent, of course, to measure your samples, as there are few charges for each samples, very nominal charges. Our institute is good enough to support all the PG students of these institutes. Okay, so I will stop here, and if you have anything, even any queries and so on, you are most welcome to visit CIF. And I believe our PhD students avail this facility like anything, almost to daily basis. So you are always welcome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
We understand that many of you may have questions, some of which might not have been addressed during the talks. So please feel free to reach out to the respective offices for your queries, and you can contact them via email address provided on their official websites. So moving forward,
The Student Counseling Services SCS at IIT BHU plays a vital role in fostering student well-being, built upon 5 core pillars of student life.
to tell you more about SCS, we would like to invite Gautam Mishra and Anjali Singh to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to IIT BHU Varanasi. I am Gautam Mishra.
And I'm Anjali Singh.
It is truly a pleasure to welcome all the newly admitted PG and PhD scholars to our institute. On behalf of the Student Counseling Service, we are delighted to introduce you to a student-centric initiative that is very close to our heart, Sakha, your friend on campus.
Sakha stands for Seek, Aspire, Know, Holistic, and Advancement. Sakha represents our commitment to supporting students not only academically but also personally and professionally throughout their journey at IIT BHU.
Student Counseling Service, or SCS, is an institute-level faculty student initiative dedicated to nurturing the holistic development of students. SCS works across 5 domains: wellness, academics, career, skill development, and international exchange. In addition to these council, SCS also has an operational verticals which coordinates and manage all SCS program and activities.
SCS is supported by a dedicated core team, UG team, and PG team comprising faculty member, professional counselors, and trained student volunteers who work together to ensure continuous support for the students.
Now, the brief introduction of council. Number 1, Wellness Council works in the collaboration with the institute wellness partners such as your Dost and on-campus professional counselor including Dr. Lakshman Yadav and Mrs. Soumya Srivastav. Through this council, SCS provides confidential professional support to students during the academic stress, personal challenges, and transitional phases of life. Our aim is to ensure that no student feels alone during the difficult times.
The next one is Academic Council. This council works to support students from all years in addressing academic challenges. It helps by providing access to useful academic resources, peer guidance, mentoring support, and platforms that assist students in navigating coursework, research expectations, and academic planning effectively.
Now, the Career Council focuses on the helping student make informed career choices. It provides guidance on career exploration, preparation, and decision making, including higher education, research pathways, and industry-oriented careers.
The next one is Skill Development Council. This council equips students with the both technical and soft skill essential for the professional success. Through the workshop, training session, and interactive programs, the council helps students prepare for the diverse career opportunity and the real-world challenges.
Now, the last council is the International Exchange Council. This council supports students interested in the global exposure, including international internship, exchange programs, and collaboration. It serves as a bridge between the student and international academic opportunities, helping them broaden their academic and cultural horizons.
Some of the flagship initiatives under SCS include Reader Circle, which promotes reading habits, discussion, and intellectual engagement. Heritage Walk, aimed at connecting students with the rich culture and historical legacy of Varanasi and the Institute. To date, SCS has successfully organized more than 300 events, reflecting our continuous efforts toward the student development and engagement.
In closing, we would like to encourage each one of you to remember that you are not just scholars here, you are the part of the community and genuinely cares about your growth in every dimension.
Whether it is academic pressure, career confusion, or any kind of personal challenge, or the desire to explore the new opportunities, SCS is here to be your ally, your support, your Sakha.
Once again, welcome to IIT BHU Varanasi. We wish you a journey filled with our learning, discovery, collaboration, and success. Thank you all,
and all the very best.
Now, on the behalf of the Student Counseling Service, it's my pleasure to introduce the student PG team, a dedicated group of postgraduate and PhD scholars, volunteers representing different departments across IIT BHU. I now request our student PG team members to kindly come onto the stage as I announce their name. Vanshika Saini, Rajneesh Kuldeep, Anjali Singh, Sumit Jha, Sandeep Asarpalli, Karamjeet, Pradeep Kumar, Vipin Verma, Mohammad Ujhaifa, Ishika Datta. These are the students who will be working. These are the students who will be working closely with you throughout the year. Feel free to approach them whenever you have questions, need guidance, or simply want to connect with a fellow postgraduate and PhD scholar. They are always happy to help. Once again, a warm welcome to IIT BHU, and we wish you a rewarding and memorable journey at IIT BHU Varanasi. Thank you.
Thank you all.
As Stephen Little said, a friend is a shadow that never leaves you.
The SES team embodies this spirit in their dedication.
So let's all be a Sakha.
On this campus, we have our own student parliament, which acts as a bridge between students and the administration.
So now I invite the parliament members to the dais to shed the light on their work.
So, good afternoon all the dignitaries and also my fellow students. I am Kanka Mahalakshmi Ramya, convener Students Placement Committee, along with my team, take the privilege to introduce Student Parliament, its bodies and its functions in the small presentation. Student Parliament is the highest representative body of the people, of the students, by the students, and for the students. The main motto of Student Parliament is the welfare of students, whose key functions include acting as a vital key between students and the administration, proposing actionable initiatives representing student fraternity and their voices, actively listening to the students' concerns and needs, and implementing welfare initiatives via Dean of Student Affairs. So you can see the key functions here. How can you be a student parliamentarian? So the minimum criterion are the students who are in second year and above with minimum 7 CGPA with no disciplinary actions against them. You have to submit your nominations after the election notification is released, usually during March and April. After your nomination is accepted, you can start campaigning, abiding by the election rules. Once you secure your enough votes, and you are a parliamentarian. So this is the hierarchy and the organizations of the bodies. So the director of the institute is the patron of the Gymkhana. The Dean of Student Affairs is referred to as the president of the Gymkhana. And then we have Gymkhana, and that is divided into three major bodies, which is the student parliament, which is a non-executive body, and then we have the student counseling services that has been introduced a while ago, and there are many clubs and hobby groups. So these are the councils which are under the Gymkhana. These were mentioned by the Dean of Student Affairs before. I'm still mentioning again: Film and Media Council, Science and Technology Council, Cultural Council, Sports Council, Social Service Council. Diving into the different committees of the student parliament, here are the list of committees focusing on different aspects of student life, which are provided here. Hostel Affairs and General Welfare Committee, Security Committee, Finance Committee, Festival Committee, Infrastructure, Public Relations, UG and PG Academic Affairs, Training and Placement, Alumni Relations, Grievance Redressal and Enquiries, Parliamentary Affairs, and Web Management Committees. I request Mr. Ratnakar Singh, convener of the PG Affairs Committee, to take forward the following section.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ratnakar Singh, convener of the PG Affairs Committee and also a research scholar in the Department of Chemistry. So I will help you navigate through the next part in a very short time. So yeah, what really is PG Affairs Committee? So PG Affairs Committee mainly focuses on the academics, including programs related to curriculum, courses, and policy formation like curriculum development, and the communication, which is, that means acting as a channel of communication between students and Dean of Academic Affairs. A representation that student representatives from the DPGC committees collaborate with the Parliament to advise and assist us in PG academic matters. So next is the Public Relations Committee. Mr. Vipin Kumar Verma is the convener, who is serving as the official voice of the student parliament and managing all the official social handles of the student parliaments. Here are his details. So next is the Student Placement Committee. So Ramya Nukla is the convener of the committee and acting in the student advisory body of the placement and coordinating with the training and placement cell. Given are her details. And yes, one of the most important committees which works to improve our second home, which is our hostels. So Mr. Tejavat Nikhil Tejanaik is heading the Hostel Affairs and General Welfare Committee, and here are his details. So these are the hostel events. So these are the fest of the IIT BHU, like Spardha, Kashi Yatra, which is our annual cultural fest, IIT BHU MUN, and TechNex, which is the Tech Fest, and Jagrati as well. So Security Committee ensures representation of students on the campus security whenever matters. So Mr. Nitish Kumar is the convener of the committee, whose contact details are given as below. Next is the Infrastructure Committee. So Mr. Hitesh Khanna is the convener of this committee, and it ensures a safe, accessible, and student-friendly campus through continuous infrastructure development and maintenance. So now I would like to invite Mr. Vipin Kumar Sharma, who is the convener of the PR committee, for further and for the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Vipin Kumar Verma, convener of the Public Relations Committee, Students' Parliaments. The Public Relations Committee manage all the officials by social media platforms of students' parliaments and student parliaments. We ensure timely communications, share important update, highlights student initiative, and amplify the students' voice. If you have any If you have any queries, suggestions, concerns, or feedbacks, feel free to connect with us through the official social media handles. Simply scan the QR codes, access our officials platforms, and stay connected with us, with the Students' Parliaments Committee. Your voice matters, and we are here to ensure it is heard. On the closing notes, Students' Parliament is the highest body representing students, making their voice heard. I thank you all on the behalf of our teams. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Mental health is an essential pillar of our well-being, especially for students navigating the pressures of academic life. It influences our thoughts, emotions, and actions, impacting how we manage stress, connect with others, and make critical decisions.
Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your body. Both are key to living a balanced and fulfilling life. Certainly, on-campus counselors play an indispensable role in supporting students' mental health. So we have our own campus clinical psychologist, Ms. Soumya Srivastav.
She holds a bachelor's and master's degree in psychology from BHU, where she was recognized with 2 gold medals. She also holds a professional diploma in clinical psychology.
Good evening to all the dignitaries present here and all the students. Thak gaye? So we have made a point that we'll keep it short because we take care of mental health. Another batch at IIT BHU, and which is great. I mean, you are PG students. So the journey is a bit different than the BTech students. But however your journey is, the team of student counseling services are always there for you. So let's understand what these counseling services are at the campus. So we have a dedicated office, which is SCS office, where you can find me, I'm Soumya, and Lakshman sir, who is also a psychologist with us. Along with that, there are few things which I want to be informed. Firstly, know us. The biggest issue is that sometimes you don't know where to go when you have troubles. I mean, you have your supervisors, peers, and mentors, but sometimes you complete your 2 years journey of PG and you don't know where exactly you have to go. So know us, know the counselors at your campus who are present with you. Along with that, we have both online and offline services. So in case sometimes you book your sessions with us and you're not able to come to the office, you can always switch to online mode as well. We are present online as well. Then another very important thing is that the student counseling services are completely in accordance to our Mental Health Care Act 2017. So we keep your information completely confidential until it's something very grave to be informed. But most of your information is, 99% of your information and your name and basic socio-demographic details can be shared, but most of the information is completely confidential in nature. We have our calendar system, so whenever you have to book a session with us, you can, the students will guide you through that. We have our calendars for me and Lakshman sir, we both. And according to your plan of the week, you can book the session. But in case if our calendar is not matching with your schedule, you can always contact us. Our numbers are always there on different places you'll find at the campus. And then timings. So I'm here at the campus at 10 a.m. and I leave by 3:30. So, but anyway, any issue for any student is there, we are available 24/7. And so this was about the counseling. Apart from that, something which I am privileged to tell you at the beginning of your course, that perfectionism is a problem in our sciences, in our psychology. So let's take up consistency rather than perfectionism. And you're also in a very beautiful city of Banaras, so explore your spirituality, your life, as well as the studies. If you mix the two, this place is going to give you a lot in 2 years than any other place you would be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful interaction.
We have another expert with us today. So let's welcome our own campus counseling psychologist, Dr. Lakshman Yadav.
He has done his master's, PGDCP and PhD from IMS BHU in counseling and psychotherapy and is an expert in EMDR and CBT.
सभी को नमस्कार। सभी को नमस्कार। थक गए आप लोग? मैम ने सब कुछ बता ही दिया। मेरे लिए बताने को कुछ नहीं था, सिर्फ जताने को है। एक हक है एज ए साइकोलॉजिस्ट, एज ए मनोचिकित्सक। बीच में आके इसलिए बात करता हूँ क्योंकि बैलेंस बना के रखना होता है, वो साइड होने से थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है। सो आई थॉट सबसे पहले आप सबको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। आप दुनिया के उस सबसे खूबसूरत लोगों में से हैं जिनको ईश्वर ने आपको ये मौका दिया है कि IIT BHU में आइए, कुछ सीखिए और इस दुनिया को और खूबसूरत बनाइए। PNG, पियो और जियो। पियो खुशियों को और जियो ज़िंदगी को। तो 2-3 चीज़ें याद रखने की ज़रूरत है। वैसे मुझे पता है आप थोड़े थक गए हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 4 साढ़े 4 बज गए हैं, आपका ये स्नैक्स टाइम है। लेकिन कभी कभी कुछ सुनने से कुछ बेहतर होता है, तो ज़िंदगी में वही सबसे खूबसूरत होता है। तो एक छोटा सा मैं 5 मिनट का एक्सरसाइज बताता हूँ। ऑलमोस्ट आपको सौम्या मैम ने बता दिया है सब कुछ, तो थोड़ा सा रिफ़्रेश कर देता हूँ। और ये छोटा सा एक्सरसाइज आपको थ्रू आउट द 2 इयर्स 3 इयर्स का जो भी कोर्सेस है, आपको ये काम करेगा। सो बहुत ध्यान से सुनिएगा। फ़ोन नीचे रख दीजिए, आप स्पाइन को स्ट्रेट कर लीजिए, बिल्कुल अलर्ट मोड में आ जाइए। हर बार मैं कराता हूँ और बहुत इफ़ेक्टिव टूल है ये, खासकर उस वक्त जब आपको थोड़ा डर लगे, थोड़ी याद आए, थोड़े घर की याद आए, थोड़ी उनकी याद आए, थोड़ी इनकी याद आए, तो फिर दिल घबराए तो फिर मेरे को याद करिएगा। नाम है डॉक्टर लक्ष्मण। लक्ष्मण का नाम ही है दूसरों की सेवा करना। तो आपकी सेवा करने के लिए मैं 24/7 अवेलेबल हूँ। और कोई भी दिल की बात हो, मैम ने कहा कॉन्फिडेंशियल है, सिर्फ आप कहेंगे, मैं सुनूंगा, और मैं जब सुनूंगा समझूंगा, आपको समझाऊंगा और बेहतर बनाऊंगा। तो चलिए अब आपका एक छोटा सा हम लोग साइकोलॉजिकल टेस्ट भी कर लेते हैं कि आपका कंसंट्रेशन अटेंशन कैसा है। राइट, ये सिर्फ मेरे को 10 मिनट्स ऐसे बोल के गए थे आके कि सर 10 मिनट से ज़्यादा मत लीजिएगा, तो हम आपको 5 to 7 मिनट्स में कंप्लीट कर देंगे। राइट, कोई भी 5 आइटम्स इस चैम्बर में देख लीजिए। आप कोई भी 5 आइटम आप इस रूम में देखिए और ध्यान से देखिए। कलर, टेक्सचर, थिक है, थिन है, कैसा है, जैसा भी है उसको बिल्कुल आप मेमोराइज कर लीजिए। आपके 5 सेंसेस का ये टेस्ट है एक तरह से। देख लिए? चलिए अब आंखें बंद कर लीजिए आप लोग। आंखें बंद, देख लो भाई, वाइट शर्ट। हाँ, अब जो देखा था खुली आंखों से उसको बंद आंखों से मेमोराइज करने की कोशिश करिए, रीमेमोराइज करिए, उसको रीप्रोसेस करेंगे। वैसे EMDR थेरेपी बताया था उन्होंने, आई मूवमेंट डिसेंसिटाइजेशन एंड रीप्रोसेसिंग होती है उसमें। तो उसमें आप मेमोरी को आंख बंद करके देखिए, आप इमेजिन कर पा रहे हैं एग्जैक्टली जैसा आपने देखा था उन 5 आइटम्स को। नहीं कर रहे तो थोड़ा सा मसला गड़बड़ है, या तो ज़्यादा फ़ोन देख रहे हैं या ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस में हैं. Then once you have done 4 साउंड, कोई भी 4 साउंड पे फोकस करिए. आप आसपास में जो भी आ रही है देखिए, आप अटेंशन दे पा रहे हैं, फाइंड आउट कर पा रहे हैं 4 साउंड को. एनी 4 साउंड, विस्परिंग है, आपकी सांस, आपका जो ये ब्रीदिंग है या फैन की आवाज़ है, आप उस पर फोकस करिए. Three, smell. And then any 2 thing on your body. अपने शरीर पे कोई भी 2 चीज़ महसूस करिए. स्वेटिंग हो सकता है, गर्मी लग सकती है, ठंड लग सकती है. अपने क्लोथ्स को महसूस करिए, सेंस करिए. And the last, taste of your mouth. खट्टा है, मीठा है, टेस्टलेस है, कुछ भी है, देखिए आप. इमेजिन अ बॉक्स, एक हार्डबोर्ड, कार्डबोर्ड, टीन, लोहा, जैसा भी है, एक बॉक्स इमेजिन करिए. इमेजिनेशन में एक बॉक्स इमेजिन करिए. उस बॉक्स को ओपन करिए. और जो भी आपके लाइफ में ट्रबल है, कोई थॉट है, कोई इमोशन है, जो भी है जो आपको आजकल ट्रबल दे रहा है, कोई मेमोरी है, कोई बात है, एनीथिंग जो आपको ट्रबल दे रहा हो मेंटली, साइकोलॉजिकली, उसको आप एक एक करके उस बॉक्स के अंदर, जैसे कंप्यूटर में फाइल फोल्डर ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं, उसको ट्रांसफ़र करते जाइए 1 by 1. Once you have done, close that box, lock करिए. Once you have done, close that box, उसको लॉक करिए. और उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करेंगे, या तो उसको आग लगा देंगे, समंदर में बहा देंगे, टेक अ डीप ब्रीथ. लंबी गहरी सांस लेंगे, सांस छोड़ेंगे. अब एक ब्रीदिंग सर्कल टेक्निक होता है, इट्स रियली वेरी इफेक्टिव टेक्निक. 4 सेकेंड का इनहेल करेंगे, होल्ड करेंगे 4 सेकेंड, देन एक्सहेल फॉर अ 4 सेकेंड, देन अगेन होल्ड फॉर अ 4 सेकेंड. और एक बार लंबी गहरी सांस भरेंगे और ओम की आवाज़ निकालेंगे. ओम. Once again. Once again. टेक अ डीप ब्रीथ. बिल्कुल शांत, सारा ध्यान अपनी सांसों पे लेके जाइए. देखिए, बॉडी वेट को महसूस करिए. मन में काउंट करिए 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. दोनों हाथों को रब करिए. थोड़ी एनर्जी क्रिएट करिए. थोड़ा आपको ऐसा गर्माहट महसूस हो, उसको अपने आँखों पे लगाइए और धीरे धीरे अपने आइज़ को ओपन करिए. कैसा लग रहा है? अच्छा लग रहा है? थोड़ा रिफ्रेशिंग लग रहा होगा. तो ये थोड़ा थोड़ा करके अच्छा लगेगा. बहुत मेहनत करके आप यहाँ आते हैं. कुछ चीज़ें ज़रूर ध्यान रखिएगा. सुनिए थोड़ा ध्यान से. 5 चीज़ें आपको रेगुलर बेसिस पे करना है, और ये 5 चीज़ आप कर लेंगे तो शायद ही आपको कोई मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज आए। रेगुलर फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करना है, 2 मिनट 10 मिनट, आपकी जितने स्ट्रेंथ है, एंड्योरेंस है, उस हिसाब से करिए। मेंटल एक्टिविटी रोज करिए। आज भी देखिए पेपर में गलती ढूंढो, सुडोकू, जंबल वर्ड्स आता है। थर्ड, अपना काम खुद से करिए, प्रोकास्टिनेट मत करिए, कल पे मत चीज़ों को टालिए, अपना काम खुद करिए। रिलेशनशिप, अपने मम्मी पापा को ज़रूर याद रखिए। आजकल क्या है ना कि सबके डीपी पे या तो कैरी मिनाटी लगा हुआ है या तो कोई जो आजकल का इन्फ्लुएंसर्स लगे हुए हैं। आपको पेरेंट्स है, उनसे बात करिए और अच्छे दोस्त बनाइए, मतलब जो रिलेशनशिप बेहतर रखिए आज के दौर में। एंड द लास्ट वन इज़ हॉबी। हॉबी सिर्फ रिज्यूमे में लिखने के लिए मत रखिए, रेगुलर बेसिस पे हॉबी फॉलो करिए। आपके पास इन्फिनाइट अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं IIT में। उसके अलावा कोई तमन्नाएं अधूरी हो, किसी बात की दूरी हो, तो याद रखिएगा मैं आपके साथ हूँ और हमारी पूरी बात होगी। नंबर मेरा अब है 9696384984, वहाँ दिया हुआ है। आप व्हाट्सअप मैसेज मेरे हमेशा खुले रहते हैं 24/7। कभी भी आपको कोई नीड हो, 3 to 8 मेरी टाइमिंग है। मैम मॉर्निंग में रहते हैं, इवनिंग आवर्स में मैं रहता हूँ, बट ऐसा नहीं कि टाइमिंग ही एक सस्टेन है। आप जब मुझे याद करेंगे, आई टेक ओनली 10 or 15 मिनट्स। अननेसेसरी नहीं कि आप रोने लग गए, किसी ने ब्लॉक कर दिया, बोले प्रोफाइल पिक्चर नहीं दिख रही है सर, आइए ना सर प्लीज़ सर। मैं कहा भाई वो ब्लॉक हो गया, तो हाँ वही तो मैं बिलीव नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ सर, कल तक तो सब ठीक था। ऐसे ही होता है। मेंटल हेल्थ इलनेसेस आर वेरी अनसर्टेन। ज़िंदगी में घटना कभी भी घट सकती है, दुर्घटना कभी भी हो सकती है, बट एक कहावत है ना, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। मन के हारे हार और मन के जीते। और एक और कहानी है कि हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे दूसरों की जय करने से पहले। क्योंकि आप इतने इंटेलिजेंट लोग हैं ना, ऐसा साइंसेस कहते हैं कि जितने इंटेलिजेंट लोग रहते हैं वो नॉर्मल, जो हाईली इंटेलिजेंट पीपल, नॉर्मल पीपल से 4 गुना ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव होते हैं। और जो ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव होते हैं उनके साथ एक प्रॉब्लम होती है, स्ट्रेस को हैंडल ठीक से नहीं कर पाते। क्यों? क्योंकि जो ये आपका सामने वाला दिमाग है, इसको प्री फ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स कहते हैं। ध्यान से रखिएगा, सुनिएगा। ये आपका जो दिमाग है सोचने समझने और डिसीजन का काम करता है, रीजनिंग। ज़िंदगी में जो भी आप सोचने समझने लॉजिकल थिंकिंग करते हैं यही से होता है, बट ये इतना ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव होता है कि ये काम स्ट्रेस में नहीं करता है। आप देखो कभी भी आप दुखी होते हो तो आपको सही सही और गलत का समझ नहीं आता है, तो उसके लिए उसकी जगह पे कौन काम करता है? एमिगडाला। एमिगडाला का क्या काम है? इमोशन अराउज करना, भावनाओं को उत्पन्न करता है। स्ट्रेस में वो एक्टिव हो जाता है और अब सामने वाला दिमाग इनएक्टिव हो जाता है, तो वो हाईजेक कर लेता है। तो याद रखना 10 से 15 सेकेंड या 20 मिनट या 10 से 15 मिनट आप भी, जब भी आपको लगे कि मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, टेक अ डीप ब्रीथ, ठंडा पानी पीजिए। और एक चीज़ बस याद रखिए कि सौम्या मैम हैं, डॉक्टर लक्ष्मण हैं, अब एकदम डार्क रूम है, समझ लीजिए आपके लिए। हम वहाँ पे आपको लाइट लेके आएंगे और एक्नॉलेज करेंगे आपकी प्रॉब्लम को और आपको सॉल्व करके देंगे, आपको ऐसा बनाएंगे कि आप खुद सॉल्व कर लेंगे। तो कभी भी दिक्कत हो, कोई जैसे बोला तमन्ना अधूरी रह जाए, तो एक दफ़ा हमें याद कर लेना। कुछ ना याद आए तो मेरे नाम से फरियाद कर लेना। वाह नहीं करोगे? चलो, थैंक यू सो मच। पूरा कहना था बट आपने वाह नहीं किया तो यहीं पे रोक दिया मैंने। ऑलवेज रिमेंबर माय नेम, डॉक्टर लक्ष्मण, डॉक्टर सौम्या। एनी मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज जस्ट डू लेट अस नो। इट्स अ हाईली कॉन्फिडेंशियल। ठीक है, आपके बीच की बात हमारे बीच में ही रहेगी, है ना। और एक बार वो कहा था उधर एक मयंक ने कि सर एक मेरी कविता है, कह दीजिएगा कि तेरी सूरत या सीरत तू है कितनी खूबसूरत, हम तुझे बताएं कैसे, तुझे देख के चांद भी शर्माए पर ये चांदनी को बात बताए कैसे। आप सबको देखकर फीकी पड़ गई फूलों की रंगत, अब ये फूल डाली पे इतराए कैसे, तेरी सूरत या तेरी सीरत तो है कितनी खूबसूरत, हम तुझे बताएं कैसे। बाकी बातें फिर करेंगे। मैकेनिकल डिपार्टमेंट के सामने स्टूडेंट काउंसिल सर्विसेज है, आप वहाँ आइए, मिलिए, ढेर सारी बातचीत होगी। सरकार बात करे ना करे, हम लोग बात करेंगे। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. We hope that his words have motivated you to give mental health priority.
To brainstorm your mind, we have came up with few questionnaire. So I invite SES team member on the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are waiting for some fun. Welcome to today's quiz session. I am delighted to have you all here. My name is Uzaifa, and with me, Anjali is here. I will be your quiz host today. Get ready for an exciting and interactive session. I encourage everyone to participate actively and enjoy the competition. Before we begin, here are a few simple rules. Each question will appear on the screen. Read the question carefully before answering it. I hope everyone is ready. Great, let's begin it.
Okay. So the first question is, which is famous chaat and chaat bhandar in Varanasi? थोड़ा सा जोर से बोलो. Right. So the second question is, which is the name of the tilted mandir in Varanasi? Have you seen it?
आवाज नहीं आ रही है, थोड़ा तेज बोले.
हाँ, right. Ratneshwar Mahadev Temple.
Basically, it's also known as Kasi Karvat and leading temple of India. It is slant at 9-degree angle.
So the next question is, which is the mysterious well believed to predict the death in Varanasi? Anyone?
Yes.
हाँ, कोई बोल रहा था. Yeah, right. Chandrakoop. Can you explain?
And basically, it's just people say, if you look into the whale and can't see your shadow or reflection in the water, you are believed to die within 6 months.
So
if you see, you have a long life.
So हमें पता नहीं है कि ये सच है कि नहीं. So you can go and check. So now the next question is, how many ghats are there in Varanasi? I think it's easy. Yes. हाँ, आप बताओ.
I already.
Right, 84 ghats. Now the next question is, which are the two unique festivals of Varanasi? और दूसरा?
And another one?
हाँ, right, मसाने होली किसी ने बोला है. So it is Masane Holi and Dev Diwali.
Basically, Masane Holi participants play with ashes from the burning funerals. And for Deep Deepavali, celebrated across the riverfront steppe of all major Varanasi Ghat on Kartik Purnima, which is 15 days after the Diwali.
Okay, so now let's see how much you have visited the campus. Now we are going to show some pictures to you and you have to tell the locations of that. So the first, anyone knows कहाँ पे है ये? Yes, right answer. It is near mechanical department. So the next picture. नाम क्या है?
Actually, it's a Skramveer Mandir located near agricultural field at IIT BHU. Long before the university campus was built, this site was surrounded by fields where tapasya was believed to have been performed.
Okay, so the next picture.
Anyone have seen this picture until now?
हाँ, right. Ancient. It is NC Jain building.
Basically, it is contributed by mechanical alumni by Sri NC Jain.
Now, the next picture.
This hostel has some nickname. If anyone knows, please tell me.
बॉयज को तो पता ही होगा आई थिंक
It's a girls' hostel named by some student Gamcha. It's a very famous at IIT BHU.
okay so there are some questions science based questions so the highest scientific award in India
Anyone? No. It's a Bharat.
नहीं आंसर सही है आंसर सही है भारत में
Bharat सही है वो? अच्छा okay sorry.
okay it's a mistake sorry
Okay, sorry.
okay so the next question is who won the Ashok Chakra in 2026
Right?
yes the right answer is Subhanshu Shukla so thank you so much for the great interaction
Thank you all for the enthusiastic participation. I hope you enjoyed the session and learned something new along the way. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anjali and Josefa. So finally, we are delighted to invite Dr. Akhilen Pratap Singh from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and Coordinator of Academic Council to deliver the formal vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to propose this vote of thanks in this orientation program of the PG students, Diksharam. So I am proposing this vote of thanks on behalf of Associate Dean Student Counseling Service, Professor Abhishek Srivastava, who is not here at this moment. So first of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Director, sir, who guided us for organizing such events for the PG students. And then I would also like to thank our registrars, sir, our deans, associate deans, for their valuable time and for their guidance for their address. I would also like to thank all the staff members of the Dean Student Affairs, Dean Academic Affairs, Gymkhana, Swatanta Bhavan, who has contributed in the organization of this event. And I also would like to thank our security persons, our proctorial board and security guards for their nice arrangements related to the security. And at the end, I would like to thank all the student volunteers who have worked for the organization of this event since last 1 month. So I request you all to give a big round of applause for the student members for their hard work. And at the end, I would like to thank all those who have contributed in any manner for the organization of such event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. As we are near the end of this memorable program, we request everyone to kindly stand for the national anthem.
I think we know the national anthem, we can sing together, right? Jan Gana Mana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravid Utkal Ganga Vindhya Himachal Ganga Uchchal Jal Tava shubh आशीष मांगे गाए Thank you everyone for being with us here today and cooperating with us so patiently. It was truly an overwhelming experience to host such a wonderful audience. So thank you once again and have a great day ahead. We have arranged refreshers outside the building, so make sure to collect it, and the keychain, I hope you have got that earlier.